this morning, and welcome to a former Buckeye running back gets in trouble down in Florida edition of the OHIO podcast. Do us a big favor if you don't mind, everybody, and smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Ring the bell, get notified every time we go live. Our new content gets dropped on your lap, just like this video has this beautiful Sunday fun day morning. And please consider leaving us a comment down in the comments section below. We want to know what you think about what we think down in the comments section below. It's good to be back home from vacation, everybody. Thank you so much for your well wishes, and thank you to Chris and Sean and TG for holding the fort down while I was away. A big shout out to Chris for all that extra content he produced this week while we were out, and for working on the preview magazine for us as well. I appreciate that, my friend, and I hope that he's a great time this week at camp with his kiddos. All right, on my way home from Maine and the last couple days, and was traveling back to here in Ohio. Of course, I'll be sharing some stories, and I'm sure some future videos about all the great Ohio people I met out of state. But that being said, yesterday the news dropped about Quinshon Judkins getting arrested down in Florida. I'll read to you a little bit about that. Of course, Quinshon Judkins, who transferred to Ohio State last year from Ole Miss, was in the backfield with Travion Henderson. Rushed for 1,060 yards, I believe, last year. 14 touchdowns last season, and was selected by the Cleveland Browns early on I think with their first pick in the second round, was Quinshon, and so he went to Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. And so he's down in Florida apparently down in Florida before training camp gets underway, and he was arrested in Fort Lauderdale, and later this was the confirmed as of Sunday morning. As of this morning, he continues to remain in custody down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The incident, this is not the first former Buckeye who's been drafted by the Cleveland Browns to have this exact incident take place for him. Of course, Michael Holt Jr. last year had the exact same thing happen to him to get the season started as well. And so this is now a trend for Ohio State players who get drafted by the Cleveland Browns to have some form of domestic abuse incident happen before the season even begins in their rookie year. So this is now a trend, I guess you could say. A coincidence, maybe. I guess three's a trend if I think about it properly. But that being said, I've seen a couple things floating around on the internet, on social media, that I feel like we need to address in this morning's video, and and then one, I guess, conclusion that I can make right now. So first things first, you're going to get two perspectives, people, when it comes to news like this, when it comes to social media. The first group of people are the "see I told you so" crowd, as I call them. These are your Michigan fans right now who are gleefully posting posting information in their comments, if you will, about what is obviously a tragic event in Quinshon and or this young lady's life, that this incident took place in. This crowd of people also it's two different kinds of people. It's either your rival, which happens to be the Michigan fans here, who are using this type of event as a form or a vehicle or an avenue to jump on the other fan base as a kind of mocking, laughing, ha ha, see, you guys aren't that great, holier than thou perspective. These are low life scum people. That's who they are. The other group of people who are the "see I told you so" crowd are the individuals who don't even care about sports. They don't care about Ohio State. They don't care about Michigan. They don't care about the rivalry. It is the people who jump on these incidences right away because they have an axe to grind, specifically, usually against men. Okay. Those are the two people who we're seeing on social media a lot. All right. When it comes to that perspective. Now, the other perspective that you're seeing, and this typically is, your Ohio State fans and or the other opposite crowd of that second group I just talked about, and they're in the let's wait and see what the evidence reveals. Let's not jump to conclusions here. Those type of people. Here's my suggestion for both crowds right now. Don't say anything. Just give it time. There's no good, and I know that a lot. I can already hear people saying, "Well, then why are you making this video?" Because the second thing I want to address from an Ohio State perspective is really what this video is all about, and I'll get to that in a minute. So before you just run to the comment section, people, and say, "Why are you making this video?" Keep in mind, be patient, because I'm going to tell you why I'm making this video here in just a few seconds, few minutes. But I need to address this part first. One of the things I think is kind of important about this is the news breaks. People in my seat running an Ohio State podcast, a quasi fan media driven channel and website, we have to report it as well. It's part of news. You need to report the news. You try to report the fact, and that's it, right? That's what you're going to see a lot from the Ohio State perspective on this from your larger media companies. As fans, I could say this. I think it's important to just say nothing. Let the two sides debate and chirp and do everything, and just turn your phone off, shut your computer, ignore it. I have learned in these things, time will reveal truths. And if he did what he's accused of having done, then the justice system will play out in a way, and he will be punished for what he's done, as sees fit by the justice system and by the Cleveland Browns. Um, if he's innocent of this, then he's innocent of it, and hopefully the individual who's accused him of this, more than likely, hopefully, she will get in trouble for making up a lie for this. Again, wait and see. Why make a comment? Why run to social media and say something that you could possibly regret down the road, right? And so I let the Michigan fans chirp. Go ahead. I let the Ohio State fans try to do their chirping back. Go ahead. I'm just going to say nothing. Just say nothing and let time figure it out with people who are much smarter than I am, who are obviously investigating this and don't need my help from social media to say anything. Now, what I really want to talk about here, and one of the reasons why, and I just got this hat for my birthday. So awkward that I'm going to be saying what I'm saying now, uh, going with this video, but you know, I just threw it on and said, "Hey, my birthday hat." Um, what this says, to me, and something I want to address, and it's goes beyond this incident. It goes beyond Quinshon Judkins personally. It goes beyond any of those situations. Is this: the further away certain individuals get from the culture that has been established at Ohio State under first Jim Tressel and then quasi Urban Meyer, and then I think readdressed vehemently by Ryan Day, and more importantly, by certain individuals who came to Ohio State and, as I'm going to say, kind of let their light shine, like Master Teague the third, and Travion Henderson, and Emeka Egbuka, and G. Scott Jr., um, and Cameron Babb. These guys who live their life for Christ out loud and established this Christian culture within the program and on campus at Ohio State. As certain individuals get further away from that and that culture that I think cultivates a safe environment for these young men to make wise decisions and further their relationship with Christ, and that mentorship that's taking place amongst the players. As certain individuals get away from that, I think temptation can be a really driving force to them. Can be very difficult when they're not surrounded by individuals that they can lean on um, for support when temptation rears its ugly head. And I'm not saying that this is that, but I've lived long enough on planet Earth, 44 years to be exact, to tell you that I've seen this happen multiple times, not necessarily with Ohio State, but with young people. I've seen it happen. If you don't have a firm foundation and are surrounded by people to help you make sure that you firm up cracks that might be in that foundation when you are out there in the world by yourself, and temptation and the tempter rears its ugly head at you, if you aren't in a good place spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and that foundation will indeed crack. And when that foundation is cracked and there's holes in that foundation, certain things of this world, certain temptations, sins, if you will, can seep into your life. Again, I'm not saying that that is this situation. I'm just saying I have seen this so many times beyond football, beyond Ohio State, just in people's lives in general, young people's lives in general. And hopefully, no matter what happened here, Quinshon will be able to lean back onto the brotherhood beyond Ohio State and find the individuals he needs, hopefully in Cleveland when he gets there, to make sure that he continues to build what he needs, what started in Columbus for him, and well into his adult life. Because the temptation and tempter's never going to stop. And certain individuals will always fall prey to those things in their lives if they don't have those firm things to lean on, if that makes sense. So, beyond the incident here, beyond what you're reading, I wanted to present to you the importance of the culture that Ohio State built, and why that is so important in my mind, why that is so important for these young men. Because now that they're no longer being fostered in those four walls of safety over at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center with Ryan Day, the coaching staff, and their teammates, and they're out there in the big old world, and darkness is all around, what did you really have built from that culture? What did you really glean from that culture, those years you spent at Ohio State, or in Quinshon's case, the year he spent at Ohio State? Let me know what you think about what I think down in the comment section below. Don't forget, tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, right here on the OHIO podcast, the man, the myth, the legend, John Kennedy himself from Always Irish will be my special guest. It'll be Boggs, it'll be Kennedy, one-on-one tonight for the discussion roundtable show. I'm going to interview him. He's going to interview me. We're going to have a great time with a bunch of Buckeyes and a bunch of Irish fans in the chat, no doubt. It's going to be a wild show. We're looking forward to it tonight. So don't miss that, everybody. It's good to be back home here in the great state of Ohio. It's good to be back with all of you. And we're looking forward to a great week of getting back in the swing of things as we inch closer to the season. It's coming up. It's right around the corner, everybody. It's going to be a great time. We know that you all are going to make sure you join us here at the OHIO podcast each and every single day as we drop new content on your lap every single day. Again, hit the like button. Make sure you share the channel with everybody. Let me know what you think about what I think down in the comment section below. And we'll see you tonight live, 8 o'clock Eastern, for the Sunday Night Roundtable. Always Irish, John Kennedy and the Podfather one-on-one. See you tonight, everybody. Go Bucks.